Okay, well, I guess let's hurry up and try to finish this case then, since the mic is scaring me now. I don't know. Hey, we back. Welcome back. Oh, new person. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! Talk to me. What about... What do you mean by the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but I guess that's what Global Studios decided. What about Mr. Hammer? I'm gonna try to see if I can beat this court case. Wait, I know it's weird, because this is way longer than the last one. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, I went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She has some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, too? What happened 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us about what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Why not? Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Atomic. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than word is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Take that! And this is? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I could tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more than this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Okay, to Miss Oldbag! Hey. What, you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Hey, 5 years ago, what happened? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, the assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole his costume? Yeah, I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Miss Hammer stole his costume. With these pills! Pills here! Here's my proof. What? What a little empty bottle's supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pill powder? Okay, well, how about the food? Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pills powder on the plate. Oh, I got you. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. That's why it's bent. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Alright, now I know exactly what to show D to make her talk to me. Hey, what do you think of this? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? I will... Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick? She went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? Yes, I did, Lily. I don't know what I did, but I managed to fix it. That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo in the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh, Lord. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no. Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Alright, we have our opponent. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice this sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. To be continued again. Oh, this trial is so long. We freaking were led up and down all around. But this is the final day. This is where it all comes together. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edwards, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2? As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Ms. Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Well, I feel like a little before noon. The meeting at 12 sharp ended at 4. Okay. So we went to Studio 1. Hold it. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. Oh, you would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold it. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. Hold it. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Hold it. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? Kinda wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. I'm pretty sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Wait, I do have proof though that she didn't eat it. Objection! Ah, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, now I need to remind you it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Hi, Yet. Welcome in, Yet. Hope you're doing good. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Or pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? I'm glad you had your coffee yet. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Take that! I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Thank you for liking the stream. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Freaking OBS scaring me. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. This. Look at this photo. What is this? Have a good shower, Chaos. Hope you have a good one. Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial would be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with this current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See that fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? Oh, what? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence, just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer on the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Ha! So, without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van. Then managed to put the body into the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. I was kidding. To lighten up the proceedings? Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder. Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. And also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Silver Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in the small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Yes, certainly. It does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, no problem, Lily. But what do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by his testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Well, we found the body. Hold it. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Sal Manila's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. The boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Hold it! Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember? What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Rude? Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. Then Powers shut up. Hold it! What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived at the scene. Sorry I'm late. And silence. Dead silence. Interesting. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. This is a very tense situation, Maya. We're in a heated battle right now of words. Hold it. Old bag? The security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right. Steel Samurai. Now I'm gonna press her harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph? Meaning the one taken by the security camera? She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything I can use. Hold it. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm not really fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped her convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Hold it. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could have think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Damn, Edgeworth. Alright, let's go. Let's tag team her. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstand me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer's injured could do any action he saw left in mind. Hold it! How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe you, Nick. Go get him. I was with Sal and Obey's security lady and found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police and Powers showed up. Okay. I asked to be left 5 proceedings. My bad trailer must go in direction. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action. So I left them, but wait. So you left your scripts and stuff behind? That doesn't make any sense. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Wait, how could you? There was this in the way. Objection! I'm not sure I follow. Clearly contradicts the I thought. Oh. I'm trying to think. Hold it. Scripting your direction notes. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 first. So yeah, why didn't you bring your studio notes? Uh-huh. There's a murder. And then Edgeworth comes in. Does it say she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal? Don't you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Okay. Okay. And then she changes it to I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. How did you know though? Because of this? But you You have to find something to pay this aren't here or everything will be moved. But I feel like that last statement it has to be the one where she's talking about Powers being injured. I'm gonna read it again. How'd you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director? But how... Wait. That doesn't make no sense at all. Because if he was there... Because the only thing related to Jack being injured is this. But I don't think that's going to do anything, but I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, I didn't think so. I wanted to like double check. So I left them behind. I went back to the trailer with my script and direction notes. I has to be left out of proceedings. So I pressed her right on this one. And then she went with this one. Hold on. I feel like it has to be that last statement. I don't know what to like present her. Unless I present her the 5 years ago photo. But that has nothing to do with Hammer being injured though. Unless it's this one. Oh. That's right. You knew that Hammer was in. That's right, because it wasn't Hammer that was injured. It was Will. Because he's the one that got his ankle. Oh, that's right. I'm glad I picked that one then. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Yeah, it's like, that's why I was like, wait, how'd you know he was injured? Because he wasn't injured before. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Oh, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason? It is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to her murder. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last row as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Okay. Allow me to present the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. Isn't it just the same thing? This is my proof. And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say it all proves that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. I'm afraid I have to penalize you for this waste of the court's time. Nick, we're so close. Think this one through, please. Please explain if that's motive for murder. I feel like she does have a motive, though. Isn't her motive would have been to like clean up anything left, because if Jack dies the same way, then there are no ties to D at all, which is why I chose the photo. If anything, it would be like this, because of sleeping pills. It's either sleeping pills or maybe it's the photo again. I want to try this. This tells why I was wanting to kill Miss Hammer. Oh. So the top one is the right answer, because it didn't penalize me for saying I have evidence. Try real quick, no problem, chaos. Proving Vasquez's motive. I feel like it has to be this though. Because it really doesn't make any other sense that it wouldn't be like her motive. But I don't want to lose this case. That's why I'm like hesitant to choose anything now. Maybe I'm thinking too much on it. Oh, I'm trying to think. Because I want to be very careful of what I'm selecting. But I'm also really nervous about what I select too. Oh wait. Shoot, I don't think I can back up. Oh no, I don't I don't want to do this. No. I'm so sad. I'm like, I can't prove it, so maybe she didn't have a motive. Damn it. I wanted to go. It sucks that you can't like backtrack. Ugh. I guess this is my first loss. I never. Okay, this is where we're gonna change fate. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood, and all Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No. Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright, Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you are right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yay! I only messed up one time. I need to be better about, like, deducing stuff. That is all. This court is adjourned. I think next episode will be a really sad one, because I think it's called Turnabout Goodbyes. Bumja, I know you haven't seen the level of foolery the judge is on, probably. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder? It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Take that! Sorry? What does that mean? Yeah. What does that mean, Maya? Nick, you know that problem of yours? That problem where you present evidence that makes no sense? You're doing... Oh. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Hi. Are we just gonna stare into our eyes? Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Uh-huh. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in the way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? Okay, are we back now? I'm kind of sad the stream went. It's back? Okay. I hate that OBS is giving me problems still. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end. I think the dang stream is telling me really bad to get off. A new episode has been added. Yeah, this is the big sad one, is Turnabout goodbyes is what I've heard. It didn't start a new VOD though, so that's good. Oh, good. I shall save my progress. I know this one will be a very big one.